one who's a faller, but not like, oh man, he tumbled 3 rounds, but he did tumble outside of being a top 3 or 4 overall pick, is Justin Jefferson. And I think he's still a first round pick, but now I kind of feel like I want to take him. If I can get him, I'll settle for him toward the back part of round 1, as long as Darnold or a non-top 3 rookie quarterback is throwing to him.
Wow. I mean, I think he could go as early as number 1 overall tomorrow. And as
Justin
late,
Jefferson?
Yeah, I do. And as late as,
would you take him number 1 overall, Adam Azer?
I was trying to go through that this morning. I did a couple of things this morning. I looked at veteran wide receivers with rookie quarterbacks over the last 9 years, and who should be the number 1 receiver taken. Not running back, just receiver taken. And I think I'm down to Jefferson and Tyreek Hill, and I'm probably just going to go with Tyreek Hill. That's where I'm at right now. How about you guys?
Number 1 receiver?
You all have Lamb, I see.
Yeah.
I got Lamb ahead of him. I've got Hill ahead of him. And St. Brown and Jamar are ahead of him too.
Yeah, Jefferson right now is 3rd for me, and he'll move up to 2 if I like the rookie that they draft.
Right. So they have now picks 12 and 23, 11 and 23. 11 and 23. They acquired the Texans' first round pick. Yeah. So to sum up how veteran wide receivers have done with rookie quarterbacks, it's not that bad. You do get, I would say the 3 best, the 3 best have been DeAndre Hopkins with Deshaun Watson. Watson only played, I think, 6 games, 8 games that year, something like that, maybe 6 starts, but he was great with and without Deshaun Watson that year. DeAndre Hopkins, he was a star. Keenan Allen with Justin Herbert, didn't have 1,000 yards, but he only played 14 games. He was just under 1,000 yards. He was basically Keenan Allen. And Nico Collins. Nico Collins was the 3rd. The bad examples would be guys like Jarvis Landry, not great with Baker Mayfield. Larry Fitzgerald had rookie quarterbacks 2 straight seasons. He had Rosen and Kyler, and he was awful both of those years. He was 35 and 36, though, at age.
Apples and oranges for that.
He was coming off 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Mike Williams was not very good with Justin Herbert. Deontay Johnson, I think, is the scariest story. He was horrible, but Kenny Pickett was obviously horrible as a rookie. So it's so obviously tied to how well the rookie quarterbacks play.
Yes.
Well, I mean, also, you haven't really said a receiver, maybe Hopkins at the time, on the level of Justin Jefferson.
Fair.
Absolutely true.
Okay, so would you love it if Jefferson were catching passes from Caleb Williams? Of course. I think we'd be big fans of that. Stop me at any point in my rambling right now if you disagree. Jaden Daniels throwing to Justin Jefferson. I'd feel pretty good about that.
No.
Drake May throwing.
No. Because no, he's going to run so much. You think he's going to be good? Look, well, are we talking about him as a first-round pick or as a number 2 or 3 overall pick? No, I don't want Jaden Daniels to be his quarterback for that purpose.
Okay, so would you take him as a top 3 wide receiver? Let me rephrase the question to make it shorter, and both of you should answer this. Which rookie quarterbacks would you be happy to take with Justin Jefferson? I'm botching.
I'm taking him 3rd overall, third receiver right now with Sam Darnold. So I'm fine with any of the rookie quarterbacks.
Okay, so you're fine with Williams, Daniels, May, or other. I think I'd be okay with Williams, maybe May, and maybe Daniels. Probably Daniels.
I think let's put McCarthy in the mix here because that might be the most realistic.
No, I'd take him as a top 3 receiver with him or Penix. Penix is a little closer to McCarthy.
I'd prefer them to Jaden.
If they trade up to draft McCarthy, I think that's a mistake because they could probably. There's a chance they get McCarthy at 11 because I think a lot of the hype around him is a smokescreen.
Yeah, I just don't know that. I don't know that they're going to be able to trade up to 1, 2, or 3. Because those teams need quarterbacks.
Yep.
So,
but unless it's, let's say, New England is sold on Bo Nix, you know what I mean, like that, or they think they get McCarthy at 11 and they want the extra pick.
Let's just talk about this with Jefferson. The last 2 years, here's what he did in 2022: 128 catches, 1,809 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Touchdowns are a bit of a concern. I don't know a concern, but they've been low. on 184 targets in 17 games. What did he do in 2023? All right. His best sample size, you take his 17 game pace.
He was on pace for 200 targets, right?
No, I have him at 183 targets. This is if you remove week 14, he played 18% of the snaps. Take that game out. His pace was once again 128 catches,
Mhm. Yep.
1,978 yards, just under 2K, and 9 touchdowns on 183 targets. Let's compare that to Lamb. Lamb had 135 catches, which is better. 1,749 yards, not even close. And 12 touchdowns, which is better than Jefferson on 181 targets. I don't know about you guys. With Lamb, do you care? I guess you don't care. You have him as your number 1 wide receiver right now. You don't need to see it twice from him because everyone else, I mean, Hill's done it twice. When you just look at like healthy Tua in 2022 and 2023, Tyreek Hill's done it twice. Justin Jefferson's done it twice in a row now. Lamb has not. That doesn't matter?
No. Because of the three, you have the age concern with Tyreek. I have the age concern with Tyreek. And for Jefferson, you have the quarterback slight downgrade by comparison.
And why would Dallas change anything that they did last year? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. After the bye last year, I hate saying this because I traded away Lamb in Dynasty, but he averaged 28.5 PPR points per game. He was getting 12.6 targets per game. It was madness. I don't know if we should really expect that to be the case again this year, but even if he's getting 10.5 targets per game, I think he still warrants consideration at 1.
You think anyone's taking Chase at 1?
Is T. Higgins getting traded?
I'd be surprised just because of the last year and how that unfolded and the concerns over Burrow getting hurt for basically 3 years in a row in some capacity.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to say, could you have similar concerns with Tyreek with Tua, but Tua played all year last year. So maybe you can't say that. I think if Higgins is no longer on the team, it's an open question for Chase to be wide receiver 1.